Hi, this is Laura Christian with the Western Herald, and today we're going to get student reactions to Western's nickname, Wastern.
I don't think it's a very appropriate name for us. I don't think it's really cool to go to a school that has that kind of reputation.
I think it's kind of funny. I mean, I don't think it's good for the school, but I hear it around where I come from. When you're at Wastern, it's a party school. I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much, I guess.
Personally, I don't really take offense to it because I'm more of an academic person here, but I think it can affect people's choices about school because Western has a lot of academic things to offer that can overpower the party school image. But I know that's what people look for in college sometimes, is just the party image. And while being a fun and good experience here at school, I think a lot of times college needs to be academic, because if you don't do well in school, then you can't really do well anywhere else in life. So personally, I don't take offense to it, and but I just think it could be detrimental to the overall image of the school, and just there needs to be focus on other things other than just the party image here.
I think it gives like a bad image of Western because, it gets that name because everyone, or a lot of people, is like, oh, it's a party school, when, at least from what I've seen, it's no different than most of the other schools out there. I don't know why really we get picked out as being Wastern. So.
And why do you think that gives the school maybe a bad rep for...
Well, just because, there will be some kids that will hear that and they'll want to come here because they think that's all we're about. And then there will be students or parents that, prospective students that that won't let them come here because they're afraid that we have that reputation. That's all that goes on here.
And so you're a student ambassador, so
Yep.
How does that make you feel about that, just from that perspective?
Yeah, well, actually, as a student ambassador, a lot of times one of the, I guess you could say, tougher questions we get is, what is the party scene like here? And for the most part, what I normally say is it's no different than most other colleges. If you want to party, you can party. If you don't want to party, no one makes you. So I guess it's just one of those things that'd be really nice if we didn't have that name, but all I really say is that we're no different than any other school. I'm actually a transfer student, and I don't want to name schools in particular, but I went to other schools that there's on the bottom 10 schools to go to if you don't want to party. And I definitely knew a lot of people there that would drink on a regular basis and everything. It's like, if it all depends on your personality and what you want to do. It's not really about the school.
Do you see that as our school living up to that?
I could definitely see the students here living up to the name Wastern. I think a lot of kids party. I think we have a reputation for being a party school, so they definitely live up to that.
Yeah, it has, especially during welcome weeks, usually. It's pretty crazy there.
I think it definitely lives up to that name. I know people who drink in excessive amounts any time of day, before football games, before any sporting event, just on Tuesdays, Mondays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, it doesn't matter. I hear a lot of stories. I think it lives up to that name, definitely.
So have you noticed a lot of drinking or...
Definitely I have noticed. That's one of the first things I've noticed since I came to this place as a freshman. Definitely a lot of drinking. My floor in my residence hall, a bunch of people are always going to parties all weekend long, and I have a lot of obnoxiously loud people keeping me up till 4 in the morning, so I see it around a lot, definitely.
Do you notice it more now that you're a sophomore or when you were a freshman?
I notice it more now, being a sophomore, after getting a year under me and knowing where all the things are. So you get to know where all the party spots are and everything like that. Yeah.
When I was a freshman, I definitely went out much more than now that I'm a junior, and I can definitely see a transition from it becoming less of a party school. Going down Lafayette on Welcome Week, there was nobody down there. In my freshman year, it was packed. You couldn't move, you couldn't breathe, you could barely walk. So.
And what year was that, your freshman year?
My freshman year, so fall of 2008.